Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. As you guys can see, today we're working on my kids' room. Do y'all see the mess? I don't even know what that stuff is in furniture. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. What's so hard about keeping your freaking room clean? Like, it's not that hard. Y'all pray with me, because this cleanup took me 3 hours. So let's get to it. If you are new to my channel, hey you guys, let me introduce myself. My name is Flavia, and I am an ex stay-at-home mom. If you want to know why I'm not a stay-at-home mom anymore, baby, keep watching. I might talk about it, I might not. It depends on how I feel towards the end of this video. But anyway, I'm an ex stay-at-home mom of three. My kids are 10, 7, and 5, about to be 6. But anyway, yeah, today I am cleaning up my boys' room. Because if you watch me long enough, you know that my daughter sleeps in the room with me. She thinks it's her room and everything else. And I have yet to buy her a bed or just start decorating her room. If you watched before, the kids was cleaning up a room. I was thinking about making it her room, but I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do with the room. I was thinking about making my makeup room slash her bedroom, but she likes to play with my stuff, so I'm really not sure what I'm gonna do about that. Y'all, if my background is too loud, I'm sorry. It's people outside playing. I stay in an apartment, it's a little townhouse, and it's kids outside playing. So just excuse my background. Just pay attention to me. Pay attention to you, girl. Dog, because that's all the main focus is right now. But anyway, so as you guys can see, y'all, my kids, they don't have like morning routines. I have a morning routine, but they necessarily don't. They get up, they supposed to clean their room, and I'm really not like their parent to make them like, oh, you got to make up your bed, you got to do this. I'm really not their parent. I should be their parent because this room was a fucking mess. But I'm not their parent. I be trying to sit right there and do that gentle parenting bullshit, but it's not working. I promise it's not, because this room made me so fucking frustrated. They're not allowed to eat in their room, but why am I finding some freaking short rib bones on the side of the bed? Why am I finding chicken bones on the side of the bed? Why am I finding water bottles on the side of the bed? Why am I finding old Capri Sun juice on the side of the bed? Not only that, y'all finding chips on the side of the bed. You're not allowed to eat in here. No food means no food. Now I sit right there and be lenient and was like, "Oh, y'all get some water." But I see they took advantage of the water and brought food up here instead, and that's why it's gonna be strictly no food, no water, no nothing. Baby, y'all on 24/7 lockdown. I'm finna wonder what y'all bring up some stuff for real from here on out. Because y'all, baby, my grandma house. I was raised in a house. We had a pretty nice house in Whitehaven, but bugs is real. Roaches are real. Then my grandma, she had water bugs. She didn't have roaches. She had water bugs and hopping spiders. And I don't play with bugs. I don't know what attract water bugs. Of course, water attract water bugs, but hopping spiders, I for the life of me, I feel like in my soul hopping spiders is attracted by sweets and shit like that. I'm not sure. I'm gonna Google it, but I'm pretty sure it is because they used to always like at nighttime we turn the light. It used to be like so many hopping spiders. It was kind of scary. It was like a spider. It's not a spider, but it was hopping spiders. Oh my gosh, trigger moment. Like I started shaking because oh, I hate hopping spiders. But anyway, yeah, I don't, I try to keep my house clean and everything because, baby, roaches are real and I don't want no bugs in my house. I ain't had bugs yet and I ain't trying to have them up. I did an apartment tour one time. I'm gonna tell y'all this backstory. So I did an apartment tour one time before we got to this apartment. And I'm not gonna say the name of the apartments, then y'all know where I stay at exactly in Tennessee. And I don't want y'all to know that much about me. Um but anyway, we did this apartment tour, and if you from like where I'm from, you probably know what I'm talking about. So I went to these nice apartments. They got like a lake out in front. And I went and they told us, they was like, oh, we advanced type of deal. Like they gave us a code to get in, so we had to put in the pin pad and stuff like that. Y'all walked through the apartment. The apartment was fairly like old. They was like renovated, and I really didn't like it, but it was like, oh, it's decent. The price wise, pretty up there, but it's a pretty decent apartment. Why I look in the sink when we was doing the tour, it was a roach in the sink. Baby, I instantly, no ma'am, no ma'am, no ma'am, baby, get it to the next one, cause I don't want to live with roaches. You see a roach in the sink, baby, that mean you got a roach infestation. Somebody around you, your neighbors, somebody got roaches. And when your neighbors got roaches, baby, that's not a good thing, cause they come to your house. And do you want it? Roaches, the last is so hard to get rid of. I hate roaches. That's why I try to keep my house clean. It's not clean right now. Now they room clean, but my downstairs not clean. I gotta wash my dishes. That's why I try to keep my kitchen clean every night. Cause roaches do come and cracks and crevices. And then when one come, baby, you gonna see a whole family. And then when the whole family come, baby, the aunties, uncles, and baby daddies and everything wanna come with them. No ma'am, no ma'am. I don't play about roaches. But anyway, but that's why I felt like these kids had this wrong looking. Like it was soon gonna be attracted to motherfucking roaches. And I don't deal with it. But anyway, y'all can see I wasn't even halfway through at this point. I'm trying to set up their little table. Y'all set up this table, they mess it up, I set it up, they mess it up, I set it up. I can't just try to have something nice for them. Because they're gonna try to mess it up. It's like they don't like to see nice. They don't like to see their stuff organized and stuff like that. It is to be blaming on my heart. Because I be trying not to be so negative when it comes to raising kids. But sometimes I be just, I'm not gonna say I do. I be overstimulated. It's so much going on and everything. And sometimes it's a lot. It's a lot. Because I try to sit right there and like clean up and stuff to keep my mind preoccupied and keep myself busy. But sometimes I sit back and I be like, dang, this is really my new reality. Like it's a bittersweet moment. I love my apartment and everything, but I have to sit right there and think like, dang, I never see my brother never see this place. He saw on pictures and stuff, but it make you sad a little bit because he's supposed to be here. He's supposed to be doing pop-ups at my house, talking about what you doing, what you cooking. This too spicy, man. Why you gotta cook everything spicy? I wish I can hear him say that now and everything. But it's all wishful thinking because sometimes I go to sleep at nighttime, I have a dream about him, and then he's right there complaining. I'm like, oh, here you go with this complaining shit again. But I miss him. I miss him so much. But anyway, back to these kids' room. So I was thinking like y'all see on their wall how it's so empty. I bought some poster boards from Five Below. They watch me and my kids watch anime. Me and my family put it on. Me and my family watch anime. I always watch anime. That's how we bond and everything else. So I bought them a couple of posters that I got to put up on their wall and everything. But I gotta get some little sticky things. The same thing that I was using for my lamps downstairs. I gotta get some more for those too. The command strips for my mirrors downstairs that I showed y'all. That mirror came back off, y'all. That fucking mirror came back down. It stood up like I don't know. I don't know what happened, but it came back off. So I gotta go back some more command strips and put that thing back up there. And this time I'm gonna fill that whole back up with command strip. Cause at this point, baby, it's no way in the hell this mirror this goddamn heavy. Why I gotta keep filing and stuff. But I'm gonna get the command strips and put up the posters in my kids' room so the walls won't be as empty. And as you guys can see, y'all see they bed. It's set up high. Yes, it did. Let me go ahead and tell y'all what happened to their beds. They broke it. They broke their bed like the second, third month. They was in the second month. Both of the beds was broken. So we had to take the beds down and put it on the ground. So the box spring is under the mattress. So it's sitting up like that. And I feel like it's not as noticeable. It don't look bad, but I know. So it bothers me. See, and I try to have something nice for them, but I see you can't do too much nice things for kids because they're gonna break their bed. They're gonna break and destroy things. No matter how you try to keep it nice and everything, they're gonna break it. I realize that about kids. I don't want to do anybody else's kids do that. I know people kids do that, but I'm trying to figure out them folks that be having them big old houses and stuff. How in the hell they keep their kids' room like perfect? Or maybe it's just a maid. But sometimes I'm looking at people's videos, I'm like, dang, how y'all keep it? How y'all is it that y'all spending high end money on y'all beds or something? Like how y'all get how the beds not break? How y'all kids' beds not breaking, especially the boys? Because when we was growing up, my brothers They play rough. The furniture ain't made how it was back then because we play rough. Like my brothers used to WWE body slam us to the bed, and this stuff stayed. It didn't break it out. But these new beds, let me tell you something. These beds right here, $400. I remember the beds back then my mom bought. They was probably like $200 or $300. We used to get body slams to the beds, and they did not break. I don't know what they doing with this new furniture, baby. Y'all need to step your game up. It's no way for a bed to break when a person sit down on it. And my kids ain't that fucking. When I said my kids ain't that goddamn big. It's no way that when they plop down, the bed just claps before the eyes. And I know y'all gonna say, "Oh, maybe it's how you put it up." Baby, I done drilled that thing again so good. That's it right there. I plop myself down on it and ain't break. That now it got me wondering. Maybe my kids did some crazy shit and broke the damn bed. Maybe they did. But anyway, that's not the point. The point is the furniture. We spending all these montees on beds, and these beds should be breaking as easily as it should. It should be standing up. It should sit right there and survive a whole earthquake or something. A whole car should be able to sit up on these beds. How much money we pay for them? Y'all say, "Oh, $400." Baby, it's a lot of money to me. It might not be a lot of money to you, but it's a lot of money to me right now in my situation. Maybe one day I have to right there and throw $400 on per glass. Like, well, that's a shame. But until the day come, baby, I gotta appreciate what I have because what I have, I gotta show God that I'm appreciative of. You feel me? And so I get more, so He can bless me with more. The more you work, the harder you work, the more God will bless you. I don't know where y'all get that thing from, them old school thinking where you ain't gotta do nothing. God just gonna magically bless you. Maybe sometimes He will magically bless you, but I feel like when you work a little harder, He bless you more. You feel me? You ain't gonna sit right there and be like, "Oh, this is this," but we ain't even gonna get on this subject. Anyway, so why I'm not a stay, I'm gonna put a little sequel. I talked about it in my previous video, what made me not want to be a stay-at-home mom. But I'm gonna sit right there and tell you another thing what made me not want to be a stay-at-home mother. I'm stuttering. What made me become like an ex stay-at-home mom. Not only it was a financial issue, it was more of my mental state. Like I'm not gonna lie, I want to be around people. You know, you sit right there, you at home all day and everything else. When you don't have that much money, you're a stay at home mom, you can't, go out and shop as much and interact. And I didn't have like really a lot of friends. Don't have really like a lot. I have some now. I got a few friends, but a lot of my few friends. I got friends that still staying in Nashville. I got friends that's like in Arkansas. Like my friends are more so out of state than in state. You know what I'm saying? Like or out of city, like where I got to drive a couple of hours to go see them and everything. So it was pretty like a situation where it was like, okay, I'm staying at home. I'm really by myself. Everybody at work. My sister work. My mom work. All my siblings, they work. So most of the time when I'm sitting right there at home, I probably be on the phone with my mom and my auntie. But sometimes they be like, I'm gonna call you back. I'm gonna call you back. I got my work. I'm gonna call you back. I'm gonna call you back. And you be like, dang, I need to interact with humans. I need to interact with other adults. Because it was one point where I didn't even know how to interact with another adult. Where it was just like, all I brought was my kids. Because that's all I did. I go, yo, my kids, this is my kids, this, that. And it's like, okay, so what you do? Well, I take care of my kids. Like, that was my whole identity, take care of my kids. And I want to have my own identity outside of my kids. Because, being a stay at home mom, having your own life outside of your kids is very, very important. And people don't understand it. They were like, oh, being a stay at home mom's so easy. All you gonna do is clean up. You don't get paid for it. You don't have an income like everybody else. But yeah, you don't get paid for it. You don't get insurance for it. You're doing everything basically for the love to raise. Oh, I love my kids. I raise my kids and everything else. But it's hard. It's hard. When you don't get money like everybody else and everything else, then your whole life and career and everything just basically on pause and you raising your kids. Baby, when I was trying to find a job, it was so hard. Because, like, a lot of people was like, oh, like, she did great on the interview and everything, but she don't have enough work experience. Oh, she been off work for 4 years. Oh, she been off work for 5 years. She don't have enough work experience. We want her, but she don't have enough work experience. So keep that in mind when you sitting right there talking about stay at home mom. Oh, their life's so easy because when they have to start over, they have to start over from the bottom. They're not starting over how y'all starting over. They ain't sitting right there, oh, just climbing the corporate ladder. Baby, we gotta start our way from the bottom, work ourselves back up. So them years that you've been there working for 10 years, we gotta start and work ourselves. So we're a little bit further behind you all. But yeah, y'all see this room? It's coming together. Yeah, I was so proud of myself. Like it's looking nice. It was starting to really, really come together. Yeah, I don't know how I sound. I got my headphones in while doing this voiceover, and I got like a glimpse of what I sound like, and it sounds like I'm on a phone or something. This one on my headphones, and y'all, the room is coming together. My phone actually went dead after this. Like when I was vacuuming stuff, I moved everything. Everything was spotless. I moved everything out the way. I put their fan back in their room and everything else, but it was spotless. And my phone is gonna die. And I hate that you all can see finished report, me finished product before they came home. It's probably messed up now, but I did really good, and I'm really proud of myself. So see you guys later. Until next time. Bye.